Okay, welcome YouTube to my, I guess, second video. I just wanted to say something. Really, my video format, like, as I said in my first video, I'm just gonna, if I have something to say, I'll just say it and that's it. If ever you want to comment, suggest, like, share, comment, do whatever. I don't care. But this is something that I've noticed. I mean, I grew up ugly, okay? And when I say ugly, the type of ugly that is like unkempt, right? And still to this day, it's still something that I kind of struggle with. But like, yeah, so I grew up ugly, right? I grew up unkempt. I grew up with my braids looking like a mess. I grew up with my nails not done. I grew up with, it was up until I was in my, up until I was, well, like 16 or 15, 16, where I had access to the internet. I was able to like, oh, how do I get better? How do I get prettier? And then you have to exfoliate, you have to do this. This is your skincare. So, and it was all on my own, right? Because my friends at the time, they would just tell me, oh, you're perfect, you're pretty, don't worry about nothing. No, like I look at pictures at me from the past, and I'm like, girl, like I just anyway. But that's beside the point. I mean, it is the point, but whatever. Just anyway, but this is something I wanted to share, and that there's so many things I want to share, honestly. And at this point, I just kind of don't care. I'm just gonna fucking share it, and whatever happens, happens. I mean, my first video literally got no views whatsoever, so anyway, but this is something I wanted to share. But like, yeah, so the context is that I grew up ugly, and still to this day I still struggle with feelings of, do I look good, do I not look good? But I mean, I think now it's more stable than before, but I still struggle with, like, I don't know. Anyway, it leaves a mark, definitely, when you grow up, as an adult. And I've learned eventually down the line, and this is still something that I believe anyway, I've learned down the line that if you are a minority, I mean, no. Let me not start with that. In general, for the most part, for everybody, regardless of your race, your color, your gender, whatever, looks do matter. Okay, this is not something new that I'm saying. It's something that everybody knows. It's kind of like hidden knowledge. Like, it's the one thing that everybody acts like, no, looks don't matter, I don't care about looks. But let's be honest, they do matter, right? To some extent, for the most part, right? But especially like if you are like a minority, a person of color, or a black person, looks matter even more, right? And what I'm trying to say, it's not from a place of being mean or putting pressure on you or anything like that. It's just that if you want, like, the way I see this is like, if you're already at a disadvantage in life for whatever reason, whether it's your race, condition, personality matter, whatever, if you sense or you see that you're at a disadvantage in life, I've always felt like it, at least this is what I've learned, and this is what I believe in, whatever. But if you actually put in the work, into the way that you present yourself to the world, and when I say present yourself, it's not just the way that you look, it's also like your mannerisms, your tone of voice, your anything that is part of the visual of the package, even like your phone case, even something as little as your phone case, or I don't know, your phone background, anything that is visual. I feel like if you put some thought, efforts, consistency, discipline into that, you will get rewarded, right? This is what I've learned. Okay, this is what I've learned. And again, I'm not saying this that you should, look better for society. No. Because if you do everything for society, for external validation, this is a recipe for disaster. No, don't do that. But I'm just saying that you should see this like as a tool to get to the next steps, right? Or just to make your life among others slightly better, right? It's not like, for example, when I started to do my glow up journey, which is still in progress because this is not the final result, obviously. When I started to do my glow up journey, I was like, I knew that, I had to be realistic. I was not like, oh, I'm gonna be pretty and then poof, my life's gonna be better. My life's gonna be amazing. Everybody's gonna love me, and this is nah. That's not realistic. That's not a realistic type of thinking. I knew that the likelihood that my life improves if my the way that I look improves, they're correlated, like makes sense. But it's not everything, because one thing that I've learned, which is the reason why that prompted me to make this video. Sorry, the reason why I I forgot my train of thought. That is great. Amazing. But okay, because I'm just recording and I'm not gonna edit this video. I'm just gonna like record and put it on YouTube because I don't have the editing tool just yet. I'm kind of in a hurry right now, so it's like okay, I have to like get it there. But I knew that if I improve the way that I look, it will most likely come with some social advantages, social benefits, and I did saw them. But what they don't tell you, or something that I guess that me when I research glow up or the whole concept of glow up, I think now that it's talked about more with like all those pretty privileged channels and topics and video essay and all of that. But I wanted to share it just in case nobody knew. I don't know. But the downside when you actually put some effort in the way that you look is that, well, some people gonna be mad about it for I mean, it's not really a surprise, but what I'm trying to get at, and this is kind of like, I guess you could say this video is more like a rant. I don't think I'm sharing any new information to people. I don't think, maybe one day, but it's more like a rant. But something that I've noticed that is like very annoying as a black woman, as a minority, is that they expect us, like as a person of color, okay, you have to look perfect, act great, have the best personality, be fun. You constantly have to be this character that is fun and relatable, but not too relatable, not too fun, because you don't want to take too much space and da 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 da. You have to look good, but then that's the thing. That's the thing that I don't like. They expect you to look good, right? And I saw the results within the days in my life where I did look slightly better. I did notice that, oh my god, I'm being treated better, people are nicer, da 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 da. I was able to stay at jobs for a longer period of time. Yes, it is a real thing. But then it comes with, it took me 7 minutes to get to the whole point. So sorry, guys. But the thing that really annoys me, that's like my pet peeve, is the fact that they expect you to look good, okay, to put some efforts into the way that you look. But then when you do it, now they try to sabotage you, and you're still like, so this is why I knew that if I do the glow up, I take care of myself, I know that it is not guaranteed that my life will magically improve if I lose some weight, or I have this hairstyle, or I lose some face fat, or whatever the fuck, because I will always anyway, yeah. And it's really my pet peeve, because it's like, it really annoys me. I'm so sorry, guys, because it's like, me, like, as you guys can see my face, right? You guys can see my face. You can see that I am not the most gorgeous woman, right? I'm not the most gorgeous woman out there. Like, this is just because of the lighting and all that. But like, if you see me in real life, you see all the details of my face, whatever. Like, I'm not. Okay, sorry guys. I am not like, when it comes to my face, I can safely say I am not a gorgeous woman. I'm not a 10 out of 10 woman. When I wake up out of the bed, and this is a wig, by the way, this is a wig. So if you see me with my natural hair, like plain natural, it's not that I'm extremely ugly, but I'm not a looker. I'm kind of like in between type of thing. I'm very average. I'm very average, and I'm okay with that. But this is the thing. This is the thing. If you want to improve the way that you look, if you want to improve your presentation, the one advice that I could give, and I think probably you guys probably know about it, but I'm gonna give it just in case. The one advice I would give is that, like, really go try to assess and find and assess, sorry, which features that you have that can you put to the front, right? For example, me, okay, for example, me, my face, there's not much that I can work with. No shade to myself or anything. There's not much work that I can work with, right? One issue that I found with my face, okay, is the fact that it's very bloated, and it was bloated way more than that before. With workout, drinking a lot of water, facial exercises, skincare, lymphatic drainage, I did everything in the book, because I feel like, obviously, one key of attractiveness is when the face is like defined. I don't know if I can explain that properly, whatever. Anyway, so with my face, I feel like yes, I can improve my face, but it's limited, right? It's very limited, and I'm not big on makeup. Like just right now, I put some lipstick, but that's it. That's all about it. I try to avoid putting makeup, though I like makeup, especially like a concealer, because I kind of look very tired. But anyway, so what is it I wanted to say? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like I come on, Zach, what is it I wanted to say? I literally forgot, y'all. This is so annoying. Oh yeah, exactly. So with my face, I know that my face, I'm realistic, okay? Because when you think about doing your glow up and improving the way that you look and reaping the social benefits, you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic. You have to be realistic that hey, we live in a racist world, okay? Some people, they don't matter. It does not matter to them if they are in front of the most attractive uh, person of color of this race or that ethnicity. If they don't like it, they don't like it because they're racist, right? So it's like you have to be realistic, right? So it's like I'm aware that like with my face, there's not much work to do. Like, yeah. Anyway, but with my body, okay, there's a lot to do here, right? So it's like okay, I can see for example my waist is tend to be smaller than the rest of my body, so I'm really gonna work on that. I'm gonna define my legs. For example, I've noticed that I have really long legs and a small torso, so I'm really gonna work with that. I'm gonna work with that, and I'm gonna see like I'm gonna take inspiration from women that have similar body shape as me, long legs, short torso, kind of a small waist, also small breast as well. I'm gonna work with that. I'm gonna put myself to the front. These are the features that I'm gonna put to the front more than my face. That there's not much to do with that. But even though I say that my face there's not much to do with that, one feature that I often get complimented about is my eyes and my lips, right? So it's like I try to, I guess, put them to the front, like I said, right? So, but just to go back to what I first said, the thing that really annoys me is that I just hate that. I just hate the fact that the expectations is that you have to look good no matter what. And I'm cool with that because personally, it's fun. It's fun to look good. It's fun to take care of yourself. It improves your day, it improves your confidence, right? But on their terms, though. It's on people's terms because one thing that I've experienced recently in the recent month in the recent years is that when I did look presentable and I did look good, putting in the effort, right, I was met with hostility. Like who she thinks she is, or oh, you're so skinny, you should eat, or whatever. I think you guys know where I'm going with that. I think you guys know where I'm going with that. All body types are beautiful, that's not the point. But it's like I don't know, man. Maybe because I always assume that people know what the fuck I'm talking about. So maybe I should fucking rethink about it. But this is just like a little rant I wanted to talk about. It's like, it's like for example, like I don't know. I guess this was the only rant, but it's like, yeah, it just really pissed me off. Like, okay, like their expectation is that you have to look good no matter what, but then when you do look good, now it's like who she thinks she is, and now I'm gonna sabotage her because she made me feel insecure because I don't have a small waist or I don't have a long legs or I don't have like I often get complimented also with my arms, dude. Like what, like this is the thing that I don't like with that because like I said, I've been sabotaged, I've been hurt, I've been mistreated, disrespected, humiliated because I could sense that the people, they didn't like that I take care of myself, right? But it's like, are you dense? Why would I not take care of myself? Why would you, the fuck, why would I not take care of myself? The fuck, like why would I not do that? Because here's the thing, if let's say I don't take care of myself, right, and I just let myself go, like a lot of people, no offense, no offense, whatever, now they will mistreat me for not looking presentable. So which one is it? Which one is it? It's disgusting. I don't like that. And it's like, again, I feel like I need to be 100%, I need to be, around better people, okay? But I see You know, I need to be around better people, and I guess I just have fucking bad luck. I don't know, but it's genuinely annoying because it's like, what? How? Not only that, not only it's the pure confusion and just ugh, I just don't like that. It's like, damn if I do, damn if I don't. If I like, let's say that, because like I said, this thing is a wig, right? My real hair is actually pretty nice, but it's quite short, right? It makes me look like a little boy, literally. Like I don't know, I'm just not comfortable with my real hair right now, but whatever. Maybe eventually down the line. Anyway, right? And if let's say I stop taking care of my skin, I mean, skin is not really beauty. I think it's more like health. But whatever. Let's say that I stop with the I stop with everything. I stop taking care of myself. I just let myself go. I look raggedy like back 10, 15 years ago. Like when I was a teenager, I looked so raggedy. Okay, nothing was done. Okay, it was very bad. So yeah, let's say I do this. I go back to just like 10 years, 15 years ago. I look raggedy as fuck. Yes, natural, very natural of me. But then when I got breads, the breads are like messy and dirty. Okay, let's say I go back to looking like that. I would get just as much hate as when I take care of myself. And as you can see, I'm not doing the most. I'm not doing like I'm when I say take care of myself or looking good or looking presentable. I'm not talking face beat, Instagram baddie or whatever. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying that I'm not like dressing to the nine. I'm very dressing casually. Really, is nothing extra, but still, I still receive some sort of hostility or hate or contempt or some sort of, I don't want to say the J word and the E word, okay? Because I don't know, but it's giving that, okay? And I'm genuinely am fucking confused because it's like, what the fuck you expect? You really want me to just look raggedy, but then if I look raggedy, you will still treat me the same. So what is it? Which one is it? And also another thing that I don't like about this phenomenon or whatever that is the fact that they don't even think about how do you think it might be for me. I don't know if I pronounce that correctly, okay? English is technically my second language, whatever. But how do you think it feels for me? You know, me, I don't look that great. We can all agree. Like my natural features, yes, they're alright, but they're not all that cute. I'm not a looker. Like naturally, nobody turned their heads to look at me. And again, some people might say race, it might be a factor, maybe. But again, there's black people out there that their face is a 10 out of 10. So I don't know what it is, but I can say safely that I'm definitely not a looker, right? And I'm okay with that. I'm like kind of in between. I'm kind of like in the kind of in between. I like that, right? But then it's really rare in my life where I look at a woman that's prettier than me and I'm like, I feel bad about myself. Usually, when I see a woman that's extremely attractive or more attractive than me, like I can tell the women that are considered more attractive than me by society standards, but I don't necessarily find her that attractive, or you know, I don't. There's like a dissonance, if I can say that. I don't know if I'm using that word correctly, between what society thinks and how I think, but it does not matter what I think. It's not the point. But what I'm trying to say is that usually when I see a woman that's very beautiful, usually I'm like, God damn, she's beautiful, good for her. And then I go about my day, or like, or I look up to her. Like, if for me, when I see beauty, it inspires me, and also because I know the struggle. When I see someone, whether they are naturally beautiful or not, or average, when I see someone putting in the effort to take care of themselves physically, like you can tell the ones that they put in the effort to look good, right? And honestly, I like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate beauty, you know. And but the one thing I would say though is that for me, if you want to, one little trick or advice I would give out is when you look very good, beauty has to look effortless. That's what I'm trying to say, right? It has to look effortless, but that's for another day. It's whatever, don't whatever. But like, yeah, so how do you think it feels for me, right? Me at my base, all alone, usually when I see people that are attractive, I just look at them like, damn, that person is beautiful, and I move about my day, right? It's really rare. Like, I feel like I've always been secure within myself, but I've been put down so many times that eventually it takes a toll on you, right? But the worst part, the part that it really affects me, the rare times that it does affect me, it's usually when I am like dating a guy or even at work, and there's some person, either the guy that I'm quote unquote dating, it's not really dating, it's like we're just kind of talking, whatever, or some person at work that don't like me, they decide to like triangulate me with someone who's like prettier than me, right? And it hurts my feeling. I mean, obviously it would hurt my feeling, right? And I just don't like that, because it's like, I know that one, I cannot win that battle, okay? And I mean, there's so many reasons why it hurts me, obviously, but it's also because, when I think about the guys, for example, that I want to match with because they're my type, but then I'm not their type because some other girls their type, it kind of okay hurts my feeling a little bit. But I'm like, hey, you know what? It's life. It is what it is, right? But it's the fact that, like, when I do put in the effort to look good, because I want to live a good life. It's, for me, it's part of a good life. Okay, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, not just the presentation side, but also the inside. But that's for another day. That's another topic. For me, that's part of living a good life. Okay, for me. There's good life, beauty. For me, that's the same thing. It's the same element, right? So, for me, it's like, how do you think it is for me though? To grow up in a world, like I said, in the first, like I said in the beginning of the video, I grew up ugly. I grew up extremely ugly. Still to this day, sometimes I look at my selfies, I look at my face, I'm like, God damn, girl, oof, I look like a mess, or God damn, oh, you know. So it's like, it's a very big theme in my life, and something that and it's just like, how do you think it is for me though? You think that I look good just to like flex on you bitches? No. So it really pisses me off. Like, it genuinely pisses me off, because what's gonna happen is that, for example, as I said, you have to work with what you have best. For example, right now, me, I'm gonna work on looking more fit. I'm gonna lean more towards that type of quote unquote beauty, quote unquote, if I can say that. I'm gonna lean towards looking fit, looking toned, looking, a little bit, you know, I'm gonna lean towards that, because it seems that this is where my strength lies in. This is where I can look good. So it really bothers me when I see some other girl, regardless of her body shape, just come after me, sabotage me, because she does not like that I put in the effort in looking fit. But it's like, you don't understand that me just letting myself go or getting fat is not gonna help me. It's not gonna put my best opportunities forward. I don't know if that makes sense. Anyway, I'm tired of recording. I might record a second video. I gotta go. It's almost 5 p.m. Great. So I gotta go. I think I'm gonna go outside, take a walk. Actually, no. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I want to do. I don't know. I was supposed to hang out with a friend, but I don't think it's gonna work. So I guess today, yeah, it was about, yeah. I think I'm gonna go outside, take a walk, maybe read a book outside, because it's very beautiful. We're in the spring. But it's kind of cold. It's like 10 degrees out there. So anyway, so that was the video. That was my little rant. Feel free to like, share, and comment, suggestion, experience, whatever you can think of. Yeah, I guess I just, again, no preparation, so maybe I'm gonna say, maybe I'm saying a mistake or whatever. I don't know. Whatever, life goes on. So thank you for listening to my video, my rant, and have a good day, y'all.